started, I believe they say we're on the air. I need to switch over to see if you can see me,
I figured
to
it out.
hear me.
I
just wish they had a time gate
it
on
hasn't
here.
started yet. It'll start in a second, but there we go. We're live.
Oh, we are?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Hello. Okay, I think we are live. Okay, well, look, in the comment section, as well as the description, everybody will have time gates so you could jump around. To be honest, we're just doing gaming news, and if we could reach the main topic, in which we're going to talk about what happened to consoles and why do we still need them, or why we don't need them. Well, that is the topic that I hope to get to, but we're going to hit the gaming news first. But let's go into the intro. Yo, what's up, y'all? This your boy Raw coming at you raw. Hope your day is all well, and bless you for stopping by. God bless you. Let's get on with the video. Now, I got my dude, DaRealMastalin, and I have my dude, 8-Bit, aka Professor 8-Bit. In the description, you can subscribe to them, and please do. Maslin does great content, daily content. His quality has always been on point, but it's just only getting better. So support my dude, Mas. And Professor 8-Bit, he's getting things set up, right, 8-Bit? You about to come back in full force.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah.
You about to handle business. But thank you guys for joining me on Gaming Talk 42S. This is Gaming Talk 42S. I want to get the house cleaning out the way. In the description also is our SoundCloud link, our iTunes link, our Stitcher radio link. Go there, listen to us as you live, because that's what podcasts are for. Listen to us if you don't want to watch us. And to be honest, on YouTube, this is for me to react to you guys live. So write in the comment section, #like. Let's do this thing and get through this thing together. But like I started with, thank you, fellas, for joining me on this Gaming Talk 42S.
For sure. Hadouken that like button. Little half circle A. Hadouken that like button real quick.
Please do. Please do. And Mas, your videos, you revealed a behind the scenes kind of thing for me. You said you make up those on the fly. Is that true?
Yeah, I do.
Like,
it depends on whatever I'm looking at the time, and most of the time, when I make the videos, I'll have my topic list up in front of me, so I'll just pick one, and then something that has to do with that topic, that'll be what I say as I say it. Because I do the beginning intro part of my thing, it's always a little different, mostly because I just do that. The rest of it, I have scripts, or not a script, but a talking point for each individual segment. But that beginning part, I just say it.
I remember the time when you said Titanfall on that prepare for Titanfall on that like button. I was so done when you said that. I was so done. 8-Bit, are you gonna hold on, what's your intro again? It's been too long.
It's your Professor 8-Bit coming right back at you, and I'm here in Gaming Talk again with my friends here.
Awesome. You haven't been here for a minute. You wasn't here last week. And was it last week, Mass, that 8-Bit dropped off the call because of the storm?
It was the week before.
Wow.
The week before, yeah. Sorry about that, guys.
No,
I didn't want to keep my equipment on because I don't want there to be a power surge. Even if I have equipment to protect myself, I don't want it to be an issue. I got too much at risk to just leave it on.
Word. We understand that, 8-Bit. And we thank you that everything was all right. Everything's okay. Remember, #like this video. We do this every week. We try to hit it at the 5 p.m. U.S. Central Time. This is Gaming Talk 42. We're going to get into the first topic, and it is gaming news. Thank you, fellas, again for joining me. Now, if y'all can have the chat open, because I need to thank you, and let the people know when they stop by, when they come through, what's happening. But anyway, I wanted to talk about this because people are getting hyped for it. The beta for Destiny 2, okay, we already talked about it. Early access July 18th first on PS4, but then the 19th, then on Xbox One. Anyone knows when the PC goes live? The PC beta?
They just said August. They didn't say an exact date. My assumption is it'll be somewhere around mid-August because that's when it's supposed to arrive in October, around mid-October. So I'm assuming they're going around the same amount of time between the beta and the PC launch and the actual game launch and the PC launch.
All right. Yeah. So how long is that beta going to go on for, at least for the consoles?
From the 18th to the 23rd, and then from the 19th to the 23rd.
Right.
The first 2 days, the 19th and the 20th, and the 21st, those are all exclusive for people who pre-ordered. The 18th and the 19th and the 20th on Xbox One, those are for people who pre-ordered. The other 2 days or 3 days are for everybody. It's an open beta period.
Word. And I'm linked with Static Ninja, which is actually I have all my dudes in the link. I have PrinceThaGamer, I have Static in there also, and I'm linked with Static. And when he get the beta, I'm gonna be able to get the beta. So look out, Destiny 2. Here I come. But
you can if you have your pre-order code, you can pre-download it now. I think they'll make it available for everyone to pre-download the beta, but if it's not available right now, you have to wait for your code. Otherwise, you'll be able to preload it right now if you have your pre-order code. I'm
definitely, after this, going to holler at Static to him to start it over on his side so I can on mine.
Yeah, if you digitally pre-ordered it, you should be able to just go download the beta because it already has you registered in the system.
Right. See, I don't know if he got it digitally, but nonetheless, everyone has to get the beta digitally. But yeah, I was bringing it up fresh. PrinceThaGamer, he's kind of have a love-hate relationship with Destiny, and he was kind of telling me that he wasn't going to get it, but I don't know what's going to happen. Because if he gets it, then I get it too, because I'm linked with him also. Oh, snap. You dropping stuff, 8-Bit? You all right?
Sorry about that.
It's all right, brother. But anyway, that was the Destiny 2 beta. Gran Turismo Sport launches October 17th on PS4. It finally has a release date. Did it always have a release date, or am I? Okay, so Gran Turismo Sport launches October 17th on PS4. That's going to be how many Gran Turismos there have been so far?
1, 2, 3.
It's like you have them all in front of you. 8. So this is the 8th.
This will be 9.
This will be 9. Wow. Okay, we're on number 9.
There's like mainline ones. They're only 6, but there's like they have like little offshoot ones.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I never played the Gran Turismo. Did you guys? Well, obviously, Master, you sound like you played the Gran Turismo.
Yeah, I played them.
I played the PlayStation 1 version quite a bit.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I like it. It's very, now that I go back to it, it's very, very slow.
Yeah.
But you know what? They're trying to mimic it 100%, so I get it. It just seems so slow. It just seems so slow.
My main problem with Gran Turismo, like other than Project Gotham Racing, my favorite racing game was GT3. But ever since then, like their level of building upon what they've created has been small, and it takes way too much time in between games for them to not really bring anything new to the table. Like up until this one, they said this one's all new, but up until this one, they've been using the same character model or car models for like 4 games.
Oh
yeah,
they've been using the same sound since GT2. Like,
hold on, let me ask you this. So for someone like me who never played the Gran Turismo, this is going to be amazing.
Yeah,
I guess it. What'll make it better, I guess, is the VR, but I don't know how well that works. And they said it's not going to be for everything, so I don't even know how much of it is actually in VR.
I would just hope for it to have a setting to turn down the realism. Like, I believe Project Cars have settings in there.
GT never has. GT always has tried to
simulation.
Have tried to be ultra simulation. Like, they've tried to actually train people to drive cars, but the problem is that people are using a controller, or even if they're using a wheel that doesn't actually train you for, drag composition and stuff like that. It is weird how they try to do it. It doesn't translate fully to video games sometimes, but we'll see.
All right.
I played the demo or the beta or whatever. It wasn't the greatest thing I've ever played.
I never played the demo. Did you get to play the demo, 8-Bit?
No, I haven't.
Well, look, all I know is there's a rabid fan base for that game, and no doubt that game sells big. There's a rapid. I hear that's what I hear.
The only billion-dollar franchise.
Man, it's a big franchise, definitely, and it's been here for a long time. Speaking of franchises that have been here for a long time, I want to switch it over to Crash Bandicoot. This is not really gaming news, but it's out already. It's out now and stuff like that. Has any one of you guys played it? Because I have a question to ask about it.
Yeah, I just picked it up yesterday.
Did you play it?
Yeah, I played quite a bit of the first one, and I jumped on the second one to see if the controls felt different.
The first one sucks.
Yeah, it's kind of.
I'm just putting it out there. 2 and 3, I dig it. The first one sucks.
I did notice that on 2 that he felt smoother when he was running around.
Yeah, 2 and 3, I'm with it. The first one, not so much.
Yeah, the first one I'm kind of like.
Is it because it aged badly? The controls on one.
It's almost like they honored the control scheme.
Instead of
fixing things that were broken, they just remade it prettier.
Right.
See that? Y'all say remade. It's not a remaster. Anyway, we're not gonna open up that. There
definitely is a difference in controls from the first one and the second one. I haven't played the third one, but the second one and the first one do feel different.
Yeah, like I said, the first one, I'm not feeling it. The second and third one, cool. I'm just not feeling the first one. I'm not.
Yeah.
A little bit sad. Okay, well, here's some bad news for PlayStation. If you were hoping for Ni no Kuni to come out this year, it got delayed into 2018, and I guess you could say, I don't know. Bandai Namco and developer Level 5 has announced that is pushing it back to 2018, and let me say this. Hold up, wait. I believe it's the 19th of January. Yeah, that is. So it's releasing January 19th, 2018. So it's not a terrible push, but it is a push nonetheless. It's not coming out this year, coming out beginning of next year. In my opinion, I think this is going to fill that same time slot as Gravity Rush 2, because that also came out in January. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. 2018 for PlayStation, it looks like that. Okay, look, Christmas time is going to be a great time to get a PlayStation to get ready for 2018.
I told everybody for years that's how PlayStation has now switched their things, especially now that they have all the marketing deals. They released all their games at the beginning of the year, all their exclusive games at the beginning of the year, and then let all their marketing deals shine at the end of the year. Yeah. It's a great strategy. It's just is their strategy.
Yes, sir.
Like they try to stay out of the way of all the Call of Duties and stuff at the end of the year, and they release all their games at the beginning of the year.
Yes. And I think, and like you said, that's a sound strategy. I don't think it would work if they didn't have all these third-party support when it comes to marketing and stuff. The fact that they do have that, it's like they could camouflage the fact that they're not really going ham in the paint this holiday season. There is exclusives slated for the later half of this year. being Knack 2, The Lost Legacy. That's the Uncharted, I guess you could say, spinoff. And then you have, what was the third one? GT Sport, I guess. Ni no Kuni was going to be among them, and now it's coming in 2018. Has any one of you guys played Ni no Kuni, any games of theirs? Because I never did.
I played the first one.
What about you? So
no.
He's the most experienced Ni no Kuni player in this group right now. Savage. Well,
oh, you know what? What was your question? Sorry to interrupt, but what was your question about Crash?
Fresh? What was my question?
Oh, yeah,
you said I have a question about Crash, and then you never asked.
Oh, yeah, that was the question. Thank you for reminding me. The question about Crash was, should this be a thing? Should like I heard this question asked before on another podcast. I believe it was what was it? GameStop? Not GameStop. I can't remember their names at this moment. But anyway, their podcast, they asked this question. I want to ask you guys who, well, 8-Bit, you said you did play it, right?
Yes.
Okay. This is a question. Okay. I played a little bit of Crash, but I really never really played it. You feel me? They said start on 2 and forget 1. Now, if you know me, Maz. You know what I mean? Like, it takes a great deal to displease me or be bad. A game could be bad for me. So, if I jump on 1 first, because Fresh do have it, and I'm linked with him on PS4, and I could play it. If I jump on 1 just for, orderly sake, will I have a bad time?
No.
Go ahead, man.
I'm not gonna say you'll have a bad time. It'll be challenging.
Yeah, I think it'd be a good idea.
Point in time.
I think it'd be a good idea to jump on the first one so you can appreciate the second one more.
Yeah. Like you won't have a bad time. It'll just be challenging on your patience.
Very
when
challenging.
You play the second one, you'll be like, "Why did they even make the first one?"
Literally what you'll do. I mean, it's still fun. I mean, it's still fun. It's still Crash, but it'd be at least maybe don't beat the whole thing. Maybe just go maybe a few hours with it. And if you really just dislike the controls of it, you just don't like it, jump on 2. But at least now you get to kind of have that feel like, okay, this is the way Crash should have been.
All right. I just wanted to ask that because I've been kind of looking at Fresh gameplay and everybody else gameplay. I'm like, man, that look like the Dark Souls of platforming. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to be pulling out your hair, whatever hair you do have. But anyway, I just wanted to ask that about Crash. But this is gaming news. But actually, Mass, you could probably clear this up. In a video I made about Fortnite, Epic Games, Cliff Leblinski, but they're not. Well, wait a second, not Cliff Leblinski. I'm sorry. He's part of Key Boss, Boss Key. Forget Cliff. Not forget him, but anyway, this is Epic Games' next game, Fortnite. How long? When it was announced? About 4 years ago,
give or take.
And the PC community have been playing it. I guess you could say in early access. You could call it that. But in the comment section of that video, I was talking about Fortnite. Someone told me that it's going to be free to play next year. Is that
correct?
A fact?
They said for the initial release of Fortnite, it'll be you have to pay for it, but within a year, it'll be free to play.
Okay, let me tell you the first problem about that. The problem about that is, why would I give you okay, support them, right? Support us, make this a better game. I don't think they're indie studios. Epic Games they're third party.
Epic Games is AAA. They're a AAA studio.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, why do you think they're doing this? What is their motive? Is it just to get money to build it better and by next year it'll be the perfect game?
More or less, because they're using all internal money. Like there's no like separate backers, so they're gonna use this initial launch to build up the game and the features of the game as it goes on, and then eventually they'll make it free to play because it is the type of game that would be free to play under most circumstances. And I admire them for at least doing it up front, because
I was about to say that, yeah.
because what would piss people off more is buying the game and then like 3 months down the line or 4 months down the line, they're like, oh, it's free to play. That would make people just straight up snap. At least they tell you. So if you want to support them up front, you can, but it's your choice, as opposed to they tricked you into doing
it. I feel you. Well, Fortnite looks really cool. I did a video of it being the next State of Decay as far as similarities go, because it reminds me so much of it. At the end of the day, State of Decay 2 is coming out next year, and it's a zombie game. Both are zombie in a way games and third-person shooters. But with this whole it going free to play next year, man, that makes me think that if I buy it and I play it, it's not going to feel right. You know, early access games don't feel fully polished. You've been playing it on PC. Do it feel polished, like really good? Like, would you say, hey, this is nice, it's ready to go? July. What was the release date for that thing? July 15th? No, 25th. Do you feel that it feels good, man? Like when you play it on PC, do you feel like, man, this thing is really polished?
Yeah, it feels like a polished game for the type of game it is. Like, I haven't run into any like game breaking bugs or any of that. It seems like it's working like it should, and even the mission structure and all that stuff, it seems like it's working like it should.
All right, because I really do want to support them and pick it up, but I was gonna actually do the 150 version for Maslin, and because they come with 2 codes to give out, like the standard editions, and I could probably do maybe I don't know, just give it to out of Fresh or Family or whatever, or Shucks, even subscribers. But I don't know. I gotta think about it, because I was going into this like, this is Epic's next full-fledged game, and it going free to play next year. Being upfront it's 2 sides to that coin, right? You're being honest, people respect that, but then the second half is people will wait. But I don't know. Write in the comment section, are you guys buying Fortnite? A lot of people buying it on Xbox, I hear on my channel. Freaking Unclear Pixel and some subscribers were saying they're buying it on Xbox. Well, got a copy of Xbox One X by next year when it's free to play. Anyway, that was all the news. Hold on, wait. Wow, that was incredible. What? Oh, Nardi is texting me. Anyway, Maslin, do you have, and shout out to my cousin Nardi, do you have any news? And if you do, you can run through it, and we could probably hit the last topic, and we'll be done.
All right. Titanfall 2 and Battlefield 1 are coming to EA and Origin Access this month. So if you have EA Access or Origin Access, Titanfall 2 and Battlefield 1 will both be on there for you to download in the vault. They said it'll be this month. They didn't say what day, so we'll figure that out whenever it comes to it. They'll announce it, I'm sure. Rainbow Six Siege put out an update that adds loot boxes like Call of Duty and Overwatch and all these other games during this Operation Health thing. I don't know why they did. I guess to supplement money, since they aren't releasing new content during this Operation Health update. But I'm not a fan, but it is what it is. If you want to purchase those are available now in Rainbow Six Siege. Xbox One rolling out their new update today. For those of you who are in the preview program, you already have it, but the update adds custom gamer picks and co-streaming, along with the ability to make a controller assigned to a specific person if you're sharing your Xbox with multiple people.
Nice.
Also, you already said Nino Kuni. PlayStation Home technically exist on the PS4 and PC.
Interesting.
In the form of Aurora, which is part of a game called Atom Universe. And it's basically, they just recreated PlayStation Home from PS3, and it's now on PS4 and PC, and you can get it now. Aurora is technically free.
Hold on, what is it
Atom's
called?
Universe is not. But if you're a Second Life person and you're looking forward to that PlayStation Home, you can go to that right now.
On PS4?
Yeah, on PS4 and PC.
What is it called?
Aurora.
Hmm.
Aurora.
Did you mess with it?
No, I downloaded it, but I haven't gone in there yet.
All right. Continue, good sir.
What else? Mafia 3 is getting a new expansion pack. It's called Sign of the Times, and it basically has Lincoln going up against a cult. And you know how Mafia 3 has a lot of New Orleans voodoo influence. The cult is the extreme side of that, and it has you going up against that, and that is slated to release on July 25th. XCOM 2 is getting a new DLC called War of the Chosen, and that is scheduled to also release, I believe, the 25th. I could be wrong, but I think it's scheduled to release 25th. The Division is rolling out update 1.7, which allows consoles to have a PTS, and a PTS is a private test server. I did a video on this today. Basically the test server allows you to test out their builds. It's like a beta program for certain people. And if you want to get on the console version, you have to have at least, I think it's like 300 hours or something like that in the game. It's like a ridiculous amount of hours. You have to have played in the last 30 days, and you have to be at least level 30.
Nice. Hold up, is that nice or is that sad?
No, it's good. The PTS on consoles is a long time coming. It should have been out for a while. Like all the updates that console's been getting has all been tested on the PC, and then when they get to console, there's no feedback. They just, from the console side, they just, whatever the PC said was broken, they tweaked it for PC. So the fact that there's now a console version, the console people will be able to more how do I say this? Intermittently tell Massive what they need to change, and it'll get changed at a faster rate. So that's good. Overwatch also had a patch 2.15. It's not the one that drops Doomfist. And it just had a bunch of bug fixes and like nothing like too crazy, but it's more or less a bunch of bug fixes. Insomniac has said that Spider-Man PS4, the world would be several times larger than Sunset Overdrive.
Really?
Yeah, they said that on Twitter. Somebody asked them, and they said it on Twitter that it'll be several times larger. Sunset Overdrive was their biggest game to date, according to them. So with Spider-Man being several times larger, it makes sense considering it's New York City. And Sunset City was just made up.
Let me ask you this: will you think it's from tip to bottom New York City?
No.
Instead of like how the Division was. You know how the Division was.
It'll be a much larger version of New York City than the Division.
The whole Manhattan. I guess I'm trying to say that whole island. That whole island.
No, it won't be. It won't be all of Manhattan either. It'll be a portion of Manhattan and a certain portion of Brooklyn, probably like uptown, and then like they'll have like different portions of different boroughs. I don't think it'll be the whole of the island, because if they do the whole of the island, it's just too much to fill, and I don't think they want to do that. I don't think they want to focus on the core gameplay of Spider-Man if they just have to fill it with a bunch of buildings. Something at some point in time, especially along the outer skirts, is gonna start to look a bunch of the same. And people think that Manhattan is all a bunch of tall buildings. It's not. Like once you get out of downtown, most of Manhattan is little houses. There's nothing for Spider-Man to grab onto.
I'll say this, Matt. They actually said that they're going to take creative liberties with designing Manhattan. So
yeah, that's why I'm saying it'll be a lot of pieces because, like I said, once you get out of downtown, his webs, like he'll just be running like everybody else because the building, their houses, like their houses and apartment complexes. Some of those he'll be able to swing through, but
right.
For the most part, he'll just be running on the floor.
Did anyone here saw the Spider-Man Homecoming movie?
Yeah, I saw it.
Well, there was a part, I'm not going to spoil anything, but he was in the neighborhood and he was jumping from a house and swinging on trees. So I could probably see them adding something like that. The trees are the only thing you can swing on, but mostly you're jumping from house to house. And look, Insomniac, I know they understand the pressure that is on them to make this game great, especially that they delayed it. I can see them doing an awesome job with it because at the end of the day, it feels like every time you listen to them, they just there's so much passion for Spider-Man over there, and I don't think a Sucker Punch would have been my second pick or first pick, but Insomniac, they're definitely in that. They're definitely the people I trust the IP to.
Good. I'm just happy that people stop hating on Insomniac.
You happy that they stopped hating on them after that? What was that one 4-player game they did? Fuse. Y'all remember Fuse?
No, I'm not talking about after Fuse. I'm talking about.
I think that's when they dropped off people's apps.
The PlayStation people, went ballistic when they made Sunset Overdrive because it wasn't on PlayStation. They were like, "Oh, they're a bad developer anyway." Like what? How did they suddenly become bad? Like I
said,
you've been playing those games this whole time. How did they suddenly become bad? I'm just happy that they stopped being hated on. They're a good developer who makes quality games.
I'm still waiting for Sunset Overdrive on PC.
You still waiting on it? Look, if Microsoft is smart, they won't give it to you 8-bit because look, they need something to sell that console. But look, at the end of the day, I think Fuse put a nasty taste in people's mouth. I actually thought it was cool, but then when I found out it was full price, I was like, no. So, I walked away from it. Because that game shouldn't have been full price at all. It shouldn't have been full price at all. But anyway, I'm glad Insomniac, or at least people are like Maslin said, they're not hating on Insomniac anymore. That's good because hey, people are expecting this next game to be just as good, if not better, than Sunset Overdrive. We literally got 1 minute left. Hit us with a big one or a little one, whatever you have, Mas.
All right, and the last one is that Nintendo Switch is getting a video app finally, but it's only in Japan and it's called Nico Nico. So if you're in Japan, you can use that. If not, you still don't have, YouTube or any of those things on the Switch. They said it's coming. I guess this is the first step, and they're just using it as a test platform. But whatevs.
Whatevs? Yeah, I'm done. Hey, let me ask you about that Aurora. I can't talk. That thing. You said it's expansion to Atom Universe?
Yeah, it's part of Atom Universe, yeah.
How do you access it?
You download it. You download Aurora itself. They basically just Aurora is a copy of everything that was on that was PlayStation Home on PS3. Like they literally just copied it, and it's completely free. If you want, you can buy a house or something in Aurora.
I can't find Aurora on the PlayStation Store.
Search for Atom Universe.
I did. You think it's
Atom
one
Universe
of the expansions? Well, while I'm doing that,
ATOM, not Atom, like Atom.
Right.
Yeah.
all right. I'm there, but I don't see. Well, I see the add-ons, about 12 add-ons. You think it might be there?
No, I think you can get to there through Atom Universe.
Well, we're gonna worry about that another time, maybe after the podcast. But thank you guys. That was gaming news at the 30 marker.
Can I throw in two little ones real quick?
Go ahead.
Hey, Humble Bundle right now has got the Capcom Rising deal right now.
Yeah,
awesome deal.
Also,
yeah, $12
also in the
gives
video
you
I made
everything.
today.
Oh, you mentioned that?
No,
Yeah,
he mentioned it
I
on
went
another
to
channel.
what to buy and.
Oh, on your end? Oh, okay, I got you. And I just got a question for you. Are you a kid or are you a squid? That's all I got to say. Hey, you know what? I like that game. This month on the 15th, between 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. PT, they're going to have the Splatfest. So I'll be there, and I'm going to play the heck out of that on the Switch.
Yeah.
So anybody else, look me up. Look, Pro 8-Bit. You guys should be able to find me on the Switch. Send me a message, and I'll send you my code.
Word.
That's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing that, my brother. Well, that was gaming news. And write in the comment section, what do you think about the topics we shared or the stories we talked about? We're going to get into the next part of gaming talk. Hey, Maslin, you know what time it is?
Where the clock at? Where the clock? Big Ben anywhere? Oh,
5:35.
topic of the show.
Topic of the show. We trying to bring this back, 8-Bit. Because look, I've been slacking on topic of the show because we got lazy and just wanted to talk about gaming news and react. But since we're on a time crunch, topic of the show is look, we talked about it before mics went live. Consoles, gaming consoles. Why do we still have them in 2017? And look, a lot of people in the YouTubes or even in your life might be PC gamers or console gamers, phone gamers, whatever you are, and you like games. Why are consoles still relevant? Why are consoles not relevant? I want to open up this line of discussion because I am a console gamer, and I've been really, really, really thinking about building a PC. I've been saving up, and glory to God, I saved up enough to do it, Mass. Literally, I could send you over a nice little chunk of money and you build it for me. But
you gotta build it yourself.
See, 8-Bit, you a little bit sad. You over here want me to do this stuff so I can put the wrong doohickeys in the wrong things. And look,
do you know how to use Legos?
Man, no PC building is not. No, don't say that. There's no Legos. Get out of here. Over here trying to make me.
They're very expensive Legos, but it's the same thing.
Look. All I want is a PC that can play Witcher 3 at 60.
Nice.
That's like if it could play Witcher 3 at 60, I know it could play.
Hey, what's your budget?
See, I was gonna go 1,500. That
nice
right
machine.
there.
Oh yeah, you can get something that'll play 4K. A lot of games at 4K 60.
Yeah.
See, my dudes want me to put another 500 down and get
that's overkill.
Nah. Well,
you're good with 1,500
right now, though. With the way the GPU market is,
yeah.
But see, this is another thing I want to wait on, Mash. Like, see, I hear the I don't know. Did you say that? Something is Vega. He's saying new stuff is coming, and it's probably best to wait.
I would wait till September.
The 20 series. That's what I'm waiting for. For the GTX, the 20 series.
Yeah.
That's what I'm waiting for before I upgrade because I still got my GTX 970. So I'm just waiting for me to jump to the. I always do that even with cell phones. I always skip a generation. So like my LG, I had an LG G3, and then I went to the LG G5, and I won't upgrade into the LG G7.
Y'all see Static trying to get in here?
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't just join.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to upgrade one of my systems with the Vega once it comes out. probably my editing rig, or I'm gonna build a new gaming rig to go along with up here, just because I don't feel like bringing my other computer from downstairs, because my kids and my wife and all of them use it for a whole lot of other stuff.
What up, guys?
I'm glad you're back.
Thanks.
I invited. Hold on, what is this echo? Man, you better fix that.
Just
hold on, guys.
Testing.
But like, just like my editing rig has a 1080. I got my Titans downstairs. I'll probably make another one that has Vega, just because I want to take advantage of the FreeSync monitors that I bought.
Okay, wait a second, Mass. Before we turn this into
PC podcast.
Yeah, like we over here trying to answer the question: are consoles irrelevant? Are consoles relevant?
Glad we had that conversation. All right.
Is it still echo, guys? I'm sorry.
42S. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Ended like that. Gosh, Lee, you shot that bird as soon as it flew out the bush. But anyway.
Is this still an echo?
No, I think we're good. That's Static Ninja, everybody, in the description. Subscribe to him. And I wanted to say this, y'all. I invited the wrong Fresh Prince. Like, I typed his name wrong. And for this whole time, he probably was trying to get in and couldn't. I texted him, so he didn't text me back. So that's his fault. And literally, Static, we have like 20 minutes left in this podcast, maybe even less. But thank you for joining nonetheless. But Static, before we go and answer the question of are consoles irrelevant, are relevant in 2017, and we are going to have to just interrupt each other because, like I said, we have less time. Static, actually, I'll just say that after the podcast. But 8-Bit, you're a PC gamer. You know, Mastalin is the other PC gamer, and Static is one too. I'm the only one who's not really. I used to be, but I stopped being after, I don't know. Like, we just jumped on Xbox original and Sega Dreamcast. We was, Sega Dreamcast when we were younger and stuff like that. And when that broke, we didn't have no console for a long time. And then we jumped on PCs and played all kind of games on the PC. And then Xbox original came out. We jumped on Xbox and PC, Xbox and PC, Xbox and PC. Never had a PlayStation. PlayStation 4 was my first PlayStation. But you being a PC gamer and have a PS4, do you think what makes a console relevant in 2017?
Exclusive. That's the only thing that really does it nowadays. When it comes, the simplicity is still there, but it's not as good as it used to be. And I've talked about this before, where it's not where you can just pop a disc in there or a cartridge and you're ready to go. You got to have your updates. It's got to download to your hard drive. You got to find out if you have the room for your hard drive. And if you want to get rid of something, it's not as easy as it used to be. If it wasn't for the exclusives, there was no point of having a console, because it's basically a PC that's locked down to its own ecosystem, and you can't. And things are longer to download, as what I've seen. I've seen Rich's video. And I absolutely agree. As far as PlayStation, it does take a long time. I don't have an Xbox One, so I can't say otherwise, because he says it is quicker. And I've heard I've seen it other places, so it's probably true. But they are just PCs. They're just mid-grade PCs. Is all they are, with their own ecosystem, their own OS, and then their own exclusives. And Xbox One and X don't really have that many exclusives, so that's why even now it's becoming more irrelevant to have the Xbox One or X, because all the games that they announced, even the ones that I thought were going to stay exclusive, are no longer exclusive when they have the E3.
Well, 8-Bit, they still got that Sunset Overdrive, so.
Oh, geez.
I'm sorry, I had to bring it up, bro.
That's the only one, but you know what? They do have their little, even Sea of Thieves. It's no longer exclusive.
Yeah,
so what's the point of having an X?
They announced Sea of Thieves being a Play Anywhere title, and you said that at the time, because that was the first time they announced it, right? At the E3 press conference, that was the first time they announced that Sea of Thieves was going to Play Anywhere. Mastalin called it by a long shot. He said everything that also would be on PC, and the convenience, like you said, and you was saying on the other guy's video, that he was talking about the convenience is gone.
Yeah.
360 era and PS3 era are gone, and I think it's because the games are too big. I think we talked about this last week. The games are getting too big, and Sony and Microsoft don't want to invest in bigger discs. How much truth do you think that is?
Quite a bit. I do believe. I mean, like I said, why does it have to install on the hard drive? There shouldn't be a reason. Or I honestly think that they do that for DRM. I mean, it's all DRM. I mean, why can't something just work off the disk, just like the Wii U did, or the Wii U did it just fine. And I mean, it did take a little bit longer to load, but I mean, it still handled the games just fine.
The Switch do it too, right?
What's that?
The Switch?
Yeah, the Switch is the same way. And I've said it before too, is Nintendo's the only one that's truly still a console. It's, to me, that is still a console to me. The PlayStation 4 and Xbox are losing it. They're not.
The reason they load off at the disc is because of Blu-ray. The interactive medium between the laser and the disc and the system is too long. Just the read-write rotational speeds is too long. So the reason that they have to load the disc, at least part of it, because they don't even load the whole disc, they just load part of it in order to ensure that you don't have a bunch of input lag between one subsystem and the other, because the laser grid reading it and then registering it within the system and sending it back, the command processes between those three things is too long.
So you don't think that this is a big or too small?
No, it's just the interaction between the readable data on the disk and the system command processor processing that data and then interpreting it as language along with your input is just too long. You'll have it'll induce a bunch more input lag. So
why is this? Well, the Switch don't deal with this.
Because the Switch uses cartridges and the Wii U use DVDs.
So okay. I think
it's the same reason that the Xbox 360 didn't do it, because it used DVDs.
It's a crazy
PS3. The PS3 had to load because of the Blu-ray.
So Blu-rays are bad.
Blu-rays they hold more disk space. They're not good for directly reading input commands. So even if you have say you have a Blu-ray disc and you're playing it, if you press pause, there's still a millisecond or two before it actually pauses. Because the disc and your system have to register that you press pause. Imagine doing that with a bunch of different button commands all at the same time. It'll just induce more and more input lag. And for something that requires precision movements, it'll get frustrating. So that's why they don't do it for Blu-rays.
Now, would it be crazy to think that maybe the next step they should do, instead of forcing us to get these big hard drives into our consoles or anything like that, is to make them cartridges?
You talking about for PS5 or Xbox?
Or PS5 and Xbox One. I mean, not X, but I mean PlayStation 5. That would be.
I said Xbox One X too. You didn't catch that too, did you?
They cost more money.
They cost more money, but they just raise the price of the games. But then people don't have to. They don't have to pay for hard drives all the time.
Right, but then that's where the problem comes in, is that for things like updates and stuff like that, you would need to.
Well, no, updates can go in the hard drive just like it does on Switch.
But that's what I'm saying. It'll always be an iteration where now you need two things. So the reason they'll never go back to cartridges is the reason the Switch went to cartridges was because it needed to make the system portable. If the system was still a only home console, it would have disc 1000%. But the fact they made it portable, they went to cartridges because that makes more sense for portability and size. No one's walking around with a CD sleeve, but you can put your Switch in a little case and have all your games in a little case the size of a wallet.
Oh, okay.
So for portability, they do the cartridge thing. The reason the consoles won't go to that, the home consoles, is because it's easier to produce DVDs and is more cost effective. So if they didn't do cost-effective ways, game prices would go up, and people would complain about that more than they complain about the fact that you have to install something.
Well, unless they decide to go with a larger format of cartridge. The larger formats get a lot closer to the cost of a Blu-ray than it does the smaller ones that have a lot of memory.
You talking about go back
if
to
you got
the
if you got the
Genesis
size
days?
of a if you got the size of a Super Nintendo game type thing, maybe a little bit thinner or something,
Right, and then
the bigger it is, the less the more the less expensive it is to make it.
But then it becomes a space issue. Like I said, right now, I have all my physical games, like the cases are back on my little shelf, but all the actual games are in the CD sleeve. Even that thing is like the size of like 4 or 5 encyclopedias.
Yeah, I'm done.
So imagine if they were all cartridges. Like space becomes now the issue.
If they had them thinned out though. Like, let's say if they had a cartridge like the size of a CD, like an actual CD. If it was like a cartridge that, maybe as thin as the CD case, something like that, that would still not only, people would probably want to get it for the nostalgia part of it. I mean, people enjoy the fact that it's on the Switch. I don't know. I just thought that it would eliminate the fact that people have to keep upgrading and getting like terabyte drives just to keep up with all these games.
Let me say this, fellas, because we are literally running to the end. We got like 5 more minutes now. And Static, you didn't interrupt nobody. You just sat back with popcorn.
No, it's because they were just having a great, talk about this. It's pretty cool. It's true.
It is true. And I'm over here thinking the games are getting bigger and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, consoles convenience, they're dwindling. How you say that word? I'm tongue twisted. Dwindling. Talk for me, someone.
Dwindling away.
I guess that's the way to say it. But look, I'll say this: if you're a console main, you have your consoles on, and most of us go digital. I don't know about you, but I know I mostly go digital with my games, and with my consoles on, it updates in the background. It does everything in the background. I can download a game when I'm at Walmart or Kroger or whatever, or wherever I'm at. You know what I mean? If you're a console main, the whole convenience issue is not really too big. We would like our discs to actually have our games on it, but like 8-Bit said, I think he said it the best out of all of us. What keeps consoles relevant in 2017 is their exclusives, things that you can only play on it. But guys, that is, I'm sorry, I have to cut it because we got to go.
Can I say one last thing here, Raw?
Go ahead.
There's only one thing that scared me that he said. That the next box that we get, hopefully, will not be a streaming box. Please, no.
You too said that.
Won't happen for at least 2 more generations.
Probably.
Oh, you talking about
a scary thought, to lose physical copies of everything.
The internet has to catch up.
Yeah, it has to
in order for that to be a realistic thing.
The original Xbox One tried doing that, I think.
You said the original Xbox One was going to do that?
Yeah, it's trying to keep everything digital, trying to keep everything with no physical copies, and trying to eliminate it.
To be honest, that is probably the solution to, like, if we complaining about physical discs. Why the heck do we have physical discs?
46% of all purchases, video game purchases made were digital. Mm-hmm. That's including consoles.
Like, guys, what would be cool too? Like, because I know that, like, especially like when I want to rent, not rent, but buy a movie. If you like, there's this thing, like, I didn't notice this, but usually the digital movies come out like a week or 2 before the actual DVD. Yeah. They should do something similar to that to video games, so they can get more people, getting to be more digital than
But do we really want that, Static?
Huh?
Do we really want that? We want that to happen? To go to all digital?
If we go all digital 8-Bit, see it like this, right? You a PC gamer.
We'll end up there anyway.
Yeah, we'll end up there.
But I don't want consoles. I mean,
yeah, I feel what you're saying, 8-Bit. Consoles should be consoles, and at the end of the day, I would love for them to go back to DVDs then, shucks.
Yeah.
But write in the comment section, what do you think about what we're talking about? That is the end of Gaming Talk 42S. I'm going to have our sign-offs now, starting with you, Static, since you joined in. Say bye to the people.
Bye to the people. Hey, guys, sorry I joined a little bit late in the party. So yeah, guys, thank you so much. I really didn't talk that much at all, actually. I just didn't call. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for this, inviting me again to this. I know I've been really into this because I've been on my PC. But guys, so yeah, thank you guys so much. Hope you guys have an awesome time. The thing for the Comic-Con thing for Chicago is next month, I think, and I hope.
WizardCon?
I'm happy for it. Yeah, the WizCon, I think, is next month.
Yep, I'll be seeing you there if you're still going.
Oh, I'm definitely going. Yeah, I just do you know what date you're going?
Saturday.
Mother Hubbers.
Saturday.
You guys
Okay.
are having a conversation on your outros.
I'm sorry, but guys, yeah, go check me out. I do shooters, fighters, live stream reactions, stuff like that on my channel. So yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you, Static. In the description, he's there now. Shucks, even PrinceThaGamer is there. He didn't show up not once in this episode. But anyway, Static, you're up next. Oh, wait, no. 8-Bit, you up next. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. It was great talking with you guys again. I'm sorry I missed you last week. But until next time, Geekins, may the geek be with you.
Awesome. 8-Bit's channel, Professor 8-Bit, is in the description. Subscribe to him and Static. And last but certainly not least, is that how you say that saying? Is that how
last
you
but
say it?
certainly not least, yes.
See, you got tongue twisted too. Okay, Mask, go. Say the end.
So we appreciate y'all for rocking with us. Surprisingly, we didn't argue today. It was very weird. I don't understand how this show happened. I think it's Prince. Prince is the thing. Prince is the trigger. That's what it was. Prince wasn't here. No arguments. Prince be the trigger.
He's the catalyst? No, man. No.
The catalyst for all the arguments.
No.
We have
not.
definitively
we love you,
made
Prince.
that a thing. That Prince is the catalyst for all the arguments. We didn't argue one time today. And there was like controversial topics. We didn't argue not one time today. Prince is the trigger for all of the arguments.
Oh my God,
we love you.
I love you. That's my brother. He's still a reason. That's all I'm saying.
He's so cool.
We appreciate y'all for rocking with us. Follow everybody on the panel. Follow Prince too. All our links in the description. Like you said, we all make great content. Everybody makes their own content in their own fashion. So we are a diverse crowd. We appreciate y'all for being here. Insert that like button cartridge in. Hit that power button on that.
And then blow on it.
That's what you do.
Yeah,
I wasn't gonna go there because it can always be interpreted differently. But
slipping.
Insert that like cartridge.
All right,
power
cool.
button.
All right. Hit
Like
that like button. That's right. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Say the play cousin part of your outro.
I like some play cousins. We out.
I'm sorry. It just interrupt you and that. That is Maslin, DaRealMastalin. In the description, you can find him. And thank you, everybody. You know what I mean? We do this every week. In the description, iTunes, Stitcher, and also SoundCloud podcast links. I think this episode sound good all the way throughout. No one sound crazy. Only that point when we had echo. But anyway, thank you for joining us. This was Gaming Talk 42S. Join us next week for 43. Gaming Talk 43. Hopefully, Prince, you can make it. You can make it there. And yeah, you know what I mean? That's all she wrote. This has been Raw. Coming at you raw. Pieces. We done.
Yeah.
We did it, guys.